I'm Rebecca Friedrichs, a veteran California public school educator. For decades, unions have used mafia tactics to force control over the teaching profession, to collect billions annually in tax-free dues, and to gain access to America's kids. Good teachers never wanted unions. Ruth Finnegan, a young teacher in the 1960s, did not join the unions, so one day after school, when she was alone in her classroom, 5 men in black suits showed up. They wouldn't take no for an answer. Once unions bullied their way into our profession, they used the courts to gain monopoly bargaining power and to force all public school educators to pay union fees. Ever since, America's great teachers have been bullied and silenced by unions who claim to represent us. They do not. Instead, unions use our profession to push a radical, far-left, communist agenda. Although some good teachers fight against it, we've been unable to stop the onslaught because the unions have corrupted the entire educational system, many legislators, our institutions, the media, and even many churches and synagogues. Unions are the money, muscle, and masterminds behind the abusive K-12 sex ed lessons promoting anal sex, abortions without parental knowledge or permission, unlimited genders, and so much more. They're even the reason that biological boys are now dominating girls' sports and invading young ladies' locker rooms. Unions have rewritten American history to perpetuate division, pervert the memories of our American founders, and disparage our Judeo-Christian virtues. They also work in partnership with Southern Poverty Law Center, ACLU, and hundreds of radical groups that seek to sexualize our children and destroy Judeo-Christian culture. When other dedicated teachers and I served within the unions, we spoke up in defense of children, parents, truth, and American values. For our trouble, we were brutalized, booed off the platform, barred from committees, shouted down, and even spit upon by union leaders. Why? The only way to keep a free republic is with a well-educated, moral citizenry that can self-govern. Unions are subverting our republic on purpose by undermining educational excellence, scientific and historical truths, morality, law, and order. Yet shockingly, about 90% of teachers, most of them conservative people of faith, are still paying union dues. Why? Unions control teachers using fear, intimidation, isolation, and outright deception. So many of those teachers still don't realize that their unions are our oppressors, and most have no idea that we won a lawsuit in 2018 that freed them from funding unions. That's why we desperately need your help to educate and empower good teachers. My book, Standing Up to Goliath, exposes the diabolical things unions do with teacher monies and empowers you and teachers to take a stand together. In my opinion, we can save our country by getting unions out of our schools and institutions, but until we are able to achieve that goal, it's urgent that we rescue kids and good teachers from public schools. School choice is an option, but unions spend millions annually fighting choice, and the government shouldn't be running our schools. Parents and good teachers should. So I urge good folks to work together to provide excellence in private schools, home schools, small neighborhood schools, or co-ops. You can do it. I pray that America's good teachers will put children and country ahead of the desire for large paychecks and pensions too. We can restore our educational system if we all serve together. I hope you'll visit us at forkidsandcountry.org. Check out our Adopt a Teacher menu item so you can learn how to educate and empower good teachers. And visit our Teacher Freedoms and Protections menu item for help with abandoning unions and answers to teachers' frequently asked questions. We're at a critical juncture in America. We can lose our God-given liberties, or we can stand together against unions and restore our schools and country. Let's get to work for the good of America.